guys. I We got to talk. This has been probably um, the most unique situation that we have seen, and I want to kind of open up tonight and give us an opportunity just to have a conversation and talk about what we have experienced tonight, what has been seen tonight in this debate. What I am recognizing is that um, there is quite a bit of um, concern that is probably racing across the country. And I want to get your conversation tonight and let's have a talk. If you would like and share and follow and subscribe, that would be great. And so I'm watching as people are coming on, because when I tell you that we've got some things that are concerning, I don't know what to say. Um, I don't. I don't know what to say. Um, and hello to everybody. I see D. Madison and Kevin. Hello, Tamisha. Hello, Erica. Gregory. Good seeing all of you. Um, um, Heaven and Yolanda and Roz on Instagram. Sherry Roseboro, Dawn, many of you, Pastor Denise, and I'm just looking and seeing all the different people that are on here. Shawanda, um, Laura, West, um, T Financial, Latoya. I'm looking at all of you right now. Y'all, we got a lot to talk about. Hey, Juwan, Latrina, all of you that are here, Sean, hey, Gay. And so let's have a great conversation and let's really talk right now. I am going to say tonight is, hi, Minnie and Patricia. Tonight, what do you think about? I would love to hear this. What do you think about tonight? I just, what are your thoughts? I need you to put things up on here, that because this really needs to be a conversation. I've got my own opinion of it, but before I even give that opinion, I want to be able, hey, Jennifer, I want to be able, Vicky, I want to be able to have this conversation, open conversation. I know that it's 36, but we need to have an open conversation about what in the world happened tonight? What in the world happened tonight? Shawanda said that, well, what was this? Somebody said I was waiting. I was waiting because I knew you were coming on. Yes, yes, I was coming on because this is a hot mess. Shawanda said it was a train wreck. Organic T said Biden just needs to hang it up, sadly. Y'all Yolanda said Biden is way worse than we could ever imagine. Organic says America is a comedy show at this point. Um, no, guys, let's really look at this. Um, Kevin said, I'm not surprised at all at this, but still concerning. Um, um, I'm speechless. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you no story. I'm speechless. I think that this has been the most disappointing presentation. And I'm gonna tell you where I knew we were getting ready to have a problem. In everything that you do, it doesn't matter if people disagree with you, it doesn't matter if you all are on opposite ends. You know, the one thing that people can be is professional. You can operate in integrity, you can be professional. Even if you don't like somebody, you can still be professional. For two men that are running for president to come out, and if you notice when they both came out and when they both left, did you notice something that they did not do? Shake hands. What happened to the common professionalism of just being able to shake hands? You know, if boxers, even though they don't like each other, hey, you tap, you respect the person that's in front of you, and then you go to your corners and we're getting ready to fight. All right. And when it comes to presidential debates, you go out, you shake hands with your opponent, and as a result, you go back and then you stick to your plan. They didn't shake hands. Go in a coming. So that tells me that they hate each other. They hate each other. But I need to. I'm gonna get some of these statements up here because we're gonna talk about all this, and then I'll tell you exactly. No, I'm coming for it tonight. I really am. Erica said we're in trouble. Erica, you are 1,000% right. We're in trouble. Gregory said more emphasis on the economy and inflation should have been focused on. But Trump made some truthful statements on the economy. It's worse. Um, yeah, Lord have mercy. Y'all put it up here. Let's see it right now. Definitely made me more confident who I will vote for. Let's look at it. It seems President Joe Biden mental ability has declined. Both presidents acted like angry children. I 100% agree. Let's look what we got. Our president is in a bad mental is in a bad place mentally. He appears drugged, loss of memory, and no respect for the office by Trump. Let's go. Listen. I'll stop you when you're wrong. May the best man win is out the window. I told you I'll stop you when you're wrong. These past several years has taught me one thing. George W. Bush wasn't so bad. Lord have mercy. Let me look at this. No decorum tonight for sure. Man, I heard that JFK was on X answering the questions that each opponent was asked on questions. I think tonight, Patricia, that had he been on this debate, he would have outshined both of these politicians, and he would be in double digits after tonight. That's my opinion. Biden Harris 2024, keep wisdom in the White House. Well, I'm going to tell you this, Francine, that I need everybody to understand that because please understand, let me start off with this. Neither one of them, in my opinion, had a good night. and neither one of them did excellent for the office that they're running for. They were not their best for different reasons. But if we vote for Joe Biden, we are voting for Kamala Harris to be president. That's it. That's it. Because I don't know anyone that saw Joe walk out and immediately did not have a concern because the steps weren't strong. The steps weren't strong. Now, whoever you vote for, whether it is Biden, whether it's Trump, I believe that Democrats and Republicans both are squirming right now. CNN is a pro-democratic network. That is it. CNN, if you look at if you look at their comments after the debate, everybody is saying that in the Democratic Party that the Democrats are in trouble. The Democrats are in trouble. When you have your main network for the Democratic Party, who is going to back you no matter what, say in turn that they're in trouble. They are admitting that there are politicians, whether they're governors or senators or congressmen, that are stating right now that they are concerned. They said they're concerned. First time I heard any governmental office admit we are headed towards World War III. And they said that tonight. By no means am I pushing Biden or Trump. I am telling you right now, tonight was a train wreck and it was a disaster. Joe Biden will not survive this unless God himself strengthens him. God's going to have to do it. Trump, I honestly, he did not. If I was on the fence in any way, I can't say that anybody won me tonight. Nobody won me tonight. I think that what's going to end up happening is that people are going to start looking at other candidates to see exactly what they're saying. And I think this tonight, the person that it helped most tonight was Kennedy. The person that it helped most tonight was Kennedy. Erica said, I don't care what anybody says. They got Kennedy locked up in the closet somewhere because I haven't heard a thing from him yet. Kennedy can't get no airplay. He can't get no airplay. Because to be honest with you, Kennedy is a Democrat, but because Joe Biden won't step aside, Kennedy went independent because Joe Biden won't step aside. Now, y'all, ain't nobody got my vote tonight. Train wreck. Now let's talk. Erica asked a question earlier, and that is a good place for us to start. And Erica asked this question, what are Black jobs? Can somebody tell me what Black jobs are? What are Black jobs? I don't even know. I'm looking. I don't know if anybody got an answer. Let me go here to Instagram. Maybe Instagram got an answer. Will somebody tell me what are Black jobs? Heavenly on Instagram says, sounds like a racist comment. Ashley said, I want to know the same thing. Mark said it's a buzzword. What are Black jobs? I need somebody to tell me what are Black jobs. I'm going to go somewhere tomorrow and ask for an application for a Black job and see what I get. Ferguson, he was referring to Black employment stats. Here's the problem. The problem is that it is how something is conveyed. And that when you are a politician, you need to know exactly what to say and what not to say. Because I promise you, if they would have said something about white jobs or Latino jobs, I think that one of the things that we need to consider the fact, because there's a lot going on here, and I'm telling you right now, I was extremely disappointed with a lot of things that happened tonight, and I am really coming for both of these candidates because right now they just were a big hot bowl of mess. This is crazy. So I'm gonna tell you where I was disappointed. Number one, and I'm really concerned, honestly, no shade or anything. I'm really concerned about President Biden. I'm really concerned about him. I'm really concerned about him. I think that he was fumbling a lot tonight. I think that he came out, he wasn't strong. I think that he lost his way a couple of times. You know, it's like watching somebody trying to get something out but can't get it out, and you're just trying to like help them. That's what I felt like tonight. I felt like, you know, I felt that he was in trouble. I felt he was in trouble. When he came out tonight, he came out like a feeble little old man. And it was even more exaggerated when you see how Donald Trump came out, and he came out strong. Something's going on. No, I mean, just what it is. Something's going on. And you're not going to hear me really defend too much of anybody tonight because I'm gonna try to balance this out very evenly, you know. And I want you to consider a couple of things. One, with Joe Biden, my issue there is one that he seemed to be feeble. Fanta is saying something here. Says is the onset of dementia. That's what it felt like, Fanta. That's what it felt like, because it was like he was trying to gather himself, and he really struggled at the beginning. President Biden struggled at the beginning. When he got in the middle, I think he got into a stride, and then he started going back down again. Then you couldn't hear. It's almost like while he was talking, my mind had to replay what he said a couple of times in order to try to figure out what he said, because what he said was very feeble. The other thing, and that is that I don't know if anybody noticed, I'm quite sure more than me did, that he seemed to kind of stare off. President Biden just seemed to kind of stare off into space. And it was just like this look of horror. I don't know. You know, and you know, I want you to hear the commentary on CNN, because commentary on CNN, this is what they said. They said that the family, as well as the White House, needs to have a conversation with not only President Biden, but also with the public, because they said, this is CNN talking. CNN said that the public has been misled. CNN is where the Democrat Party is backed completely. And they said, we're in trouble. And CNN was talking about tonight about replacing him before the Democratic convention. I need y'all to see what they said. I sat there because I needed to watch. That's why I said I was coming 11:30, because I needed to watch what they were saying. I'm very concerned. My problem with Donald Trump tonight, answer the question. Hello? Answer the question. What are you going to do about the price of childcare? Let me go back to what are you going to do about the price of childcare? He's lying on. What are you going to do about the price of childcare? That didn't get answered tonight. It didn't get answered. And I'm looking at my phone because I had to write some notes for myself. Trump did not answer about child care and did not answer about the opioid crisis. And he did not answer if he would accept the election results. Now, y'all saw it just like I did. And I'm going to tell you something. Anytime somebody keeps saying, everybody, I don't like that statement. I don't like that statement coming from you. I don't like that statement coming from him. I don't even like that statement coming from me. Don't say everybody liked it. Don't say everybody wanted it until you talk to everybody. Because everybody is in your head. Because if it's what everybody wanted, then who are the people that's marching? In a debate, there are questions that you're supposed to answer. There are questions that you're supposed to answer. Laura said, finally, it is being talked about. Biden has been displaying dementia and Alzheimer's for a while. I don't think Trump is capable of answering questions, especially if he can't tell the truth. I'm telling y'all right now, this is a situation. This is a situation. Going to put this up here. I ain't scared of nobody's words tonight. You say what you say. Whatever. I'll either agree or I won't agree. That's it. I don't need nobody that's coming on here. Don't be getting in your feelings. If you pro-Trump or pro-Biden, please understand. This is a platform. We're going to tell the truth tonight. You're going to sit here and tell me what we looked at tonight was two rational individuals that were mature. Both of these people are grandpas. And they were acting like two kids that was mad because they couldn't bounce a ball. Trump was still pleading his case and using the same antics he's using since the beginning, which is mass manipulation. I'm very disappointed. Honestly, I agree with you. I'm very disappointed. By wearing wine. That's all Trump did. Joe Biden said, "You're a whiner." Now, between Joe Biden said he's a whiner, and I'm going to tell y'all, you need to look at that situation. When Biden was talking about his golf game, I don't believe nobody believed what he said. There was a time that Biden was talking, he got so confused until at the end, he didn't even know what to say. And they should have took the camera off of Trump. Trump looked at him like, really? Kevin said, how about the golf game? Kevin, man, I didn't know whether to laugh, cry, or be in disbelief tonight. Oh, somebody mad at me tonight because I am not supporting your candidate. And I'm telling you right now, a couple of times I thought Biden was asleep, honestly. I didn't know if he was reading or sleep, but something. And Trump, bless his heart, I think fact checks are going to destroy his responses tonight. I'm telling you. I know y'all laughing at me. I'm telling you the truth. Woo! Somebody is hot with me. Oh, somebody mad with me. And I don't care. Dawn said this is why they need to stay home and play with their grandchildren. I'm telling you the truth. And that, I think that in a presidential debate, stop slinging mud, answer the questions. If for neither, but why ask him about the drug crisis and childcare? There are more serious problems in this country. Just asking. I think they were trying to do. I think that the reason they were asking about childcare because childcare is predicated. Childcare is actually connected to the economy and the way the economy is going. There was a statement that was made by someone that said that they got two children in daycare, and the cost of their children in daycare is more than their rent. Now I'm telling y'all right now, childcare is high. Childcare is high. Childcare is high. I think if a woman got pregnant right now and had triplets, I think she might just fall out and cry and say, God, I need you, help me. Help me. I'm telling you right now, childcare is high. Lord have mercy. If we are seeing these things, what are our enemies in other countries thinking and saying? I think they are. I think other countries right now are laughing. Childcare is extremely high. All right, so do y'all like the way the okay, let me ask you a question. Right now, I need you to put in this chat, who would you vote for right now? Because I'm gonna read them. Yep, I am. After this debate, who would you vote for? Who would you vote for? I promise you right now, they made me want to take a Tylenol PM. Tawana said Trump. Ashley said Kennedy. Ray said pick the lesser evil. I don't know which that. I don't know who that is. Let me go to Instagram while they're doing this. Let me look. So Miss Lena said undecided. Angel said Trump. Wait a minute, let me look at this because I'm reading my Instagram right now. I'm gonna come back to Facebook and YouTube in just a second. Dawn said none. Laura said my friends in Australia in disbelief. Majesty said Trump. Pastor Denise said none of them. Heaven said neither. Miss Lena said undecided. Angel said Trump. Miss Danny said voting independent. Majesty said I need my president to be able to walk up some steps. Leading lady said close my eyes and fill in a bubble. Laura said I have no idea who we could vote for. Evil or insanity is what we have to choose from. Black Carol Burnett said between the two, Biden. I feel that if we don't vote for Biden, we're giving it to Trump. Gerard said neither. No Limit said all I know is God is in control, and whatever happens to people to vote for leaders God want it will happen. Want it will happen. So the more we are stiff-necked, the more pressure will put on us in the coming months. Let me look over here and let's see what we got. So now I'm back over at where everything is. Joyce said me. JT said nobody. Let's look. Barbara said Trump. Let's look. Gregory said Trump only because of his policies. Let's look. Donna said neither. Lenny said writing in Dr. Kevin. Kevin said Kennedy. I love this, man. I love this. Vicky said write-in candidate Jesus. I know it. Jennifer said neither. Let's look at what we got. JT said I'll do Kennedy. Devonna said leaning towards not voting, but if I had to, Trump. Let's take a look at it. Joanne said neither. Erica said I would like to flip a coin. Yep. Jesus said Dr. Kevin Williams. Constance said put President Biden on a power scooter and let him continue. I love this. Barbara said, Pastor, it would be great if you ran for president. Let me tell you something. If I did, I would be doing that very thing, running. I tell you the truth. It is a tonight was a mess on both sides. Tonight was a mess. Tonight was a mess. Tonight was a mess. And that is, I don't know how anybody can say that either candidate was excellent. Tonight was a mess. They were angry. They did not, and I do not like this fact of not answering questions. Answer the question. Answer the question. Stop deflecting. Answer the question. I remember one time Dana Bash kept going back to Trump and kept asking him, and he still was not answering. He kept trying to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So now, let's look at some of the things, and I'm just going to pull some things out that I remember, because all of this is just off the top of my head and just addressing. Number one, there is no plan concerning Social Security. And let me tell you why I have a problem with this statement of taxing the rich and making them pay their fair share. Let me tell you why that's a problem. And I know some of y'all are like, yeah, tax the rich and make them pay their fair share. All right, so let me go in here, and I'm just going to ask Google a question. How many billionaires are there in the United States? All right, so we've got about 700 billionaires in the United States. All right, let's say, what is the total amount of all the billionaires in the United States money together? All right, so they said that all of the billionaires total estimate all the billionaires, it's over 700 and some change. All billionaires total, if their money was pooled all together, is $3 trillion. $3 trillion. That's all they're worth. That's if you take all of their money and they go broke. Now, for them to pay their fair share, is to tax them a certain whatever. Now, I want y'all to think about it. Them being taxed a certain amount of money is still not going to fix the issue that we have with Social Security. It's not. Now, will you get maybe a certain amount of billions of dollars? Probably. But please understand that you're not going to get $1 trillion, $2 trillion, or $3 trillion to fix anything. It's not going to happen. The numbers don't add up. I need you to look at that. The numbers just don't add up. And it's $3 trillion if you combine all of their money together. So let's say you combine all that money together. And then in turn, you take away a certain percentage. So let's say you take away, let's say that you're able to take away 60, 70 billion dollars away from them. Let's just say that you could. Is this going to fix the ongoing problem concerning Social Security? No, it's not. Let me tell you why. Number one, our young people are dying quicker than our older people. Our older people are lasting a long time. They're lasting now 80 and 90 years. They're getting their money. They're getting their money. And I believe that one of the issues that has been had is that people have been under the assumption that the older generation was going to die out and that money was going to go back into the pot. And it's not going into the pot because people are living a long time. My mom is 81 years old and she's still driving every day, going to the church and doing work. I'm telling you. So that's the Social Security issue. All right. Now we got the border issue. I don't think either one of them handled the border exceptionally well. And so do we have a border issue? Yes. The question was asked tonight, and the question was not answered. The question was asked tonight. What are you going to do about illegal immigration that is in the United States? Do you know what I'm saddened about? Everybody's complaining and whining about the border. Do you know that no one, and I repeat, no one said anything about bettering the legal way to come into the country? For an illegal immigrant to come legally into this country is sometimes a 7 to 10 year wait. Why don't we make that system better? But nobody's talking about that. We're talking about all the things, all the people that are coming across the border. And here's the problem. The problem is that is not the only issue. It's not the only issue. And I need everybody to think about that. It's not the only issue. Why don't we fix the legal way for people to come into the country so they can become citizens? Do you know it doesn't take long to be a citizen in any other country like this? Now, there are some countries like Qatar and things like that won't even let you be a citizen because in Qatar, they almost a great majority of the population are millionaires and billionaires, so they don't even let anybody be a citizen over there. But if you look at citizenship and things like that and becoming a citizen, it doesn't take that long. Doesn't take that long at all. So let's look. No, let's really deal with the issue. Let's deal with the wars. Now, does anybody believe that if Trump was president, that Putin would have jumped on Ukraine? I don't think so. I don't think so. And I think that the reason that he did that, and the reason that we have so many wars right now, I believe is because of what we saw tonight. That if our president is looking feeble, it makes the country look feeble. It does. Putin is seen riding horses with his shirt off and fighting bears and going hunting and all of this. And Biden is falling off of a bike and he's standing. It doesn't look good. Falling up steps. I believe in falling down. People can fall down the steps. You fall up the steps. That's a concern. And so I think that when you're dealing with wars and things like that, people are looking at, especially other nations, they're looking to see if you're strong enough or if you have that level of that strength to be able to come in. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. What does it say? I know you don't want to run, but can you at least be on some sort of presidential council? They need help. They do need help. Would I do that? Most definitely. I've always been a mindset, whether it's Democrat or Republican, I've always been a mindset that it is important and our responsibility that if you have the ability to make sure that you support the country. I know a man that had to wait 30 years to become a U.S. citizen and still pay U.S. taxes. I'm telling you, we've got to. There's things we got to fix here. There's things that we got to fix here. Let's look at this. That's one of the questions that should have been asked about me and our people coming into this country every day, and those that are born here can't get the help that they need. I'm telling you, we got a situation. No, guys, we really do. We have a situation. We have a situation. And there are things that need to be fixed, things that need to be addressed and not be addressed. When you're dealing with this situation about abortion, that's a big, big situation. And whether you think that it should be on the federal side or the state side, abortion is a very, very big conversation. It's a very big conversation. And while I believe that nobody thinks that that abortion should be a method of birth control, because there's too many ways not to get pregnant for people to just use it as birth control. But still, in this regard, when you have and there's stories of women that have been raped and then they're forced to have the child, or things that have taken place, molestations and all these other kind of things. No. There's got to be a conversation concerning this. It really does. It really does. It really does. And I know I'm in trouble tonight. Yeah, I am. I'm in trouble tonight. Heavenly on Instagram said, why did they not focus on this high rent? And why is it so difficult to purchase a home? That is trust me, those are the kind of questions, because those are economy questions. Our economy is going to the dogs. And we've got to be able to bounce back. And this is why, people have got to get trained and updated when it comes to now, what are we going to do in our country concerning making things better for people? That's the truth. And they said it is embarrassing, and they put it up. I don't know if it was debate or afterwards, but the statement was that it is very embarrassing for parents to have groceries in there and then see the prices of things and have to put things back because you cannot afford it. And I'm telling you, right now, it's not about, and I'm gonna make a statement, and y'all tell me your thoughts. To me, it's not about jobs being available. I don't think there's a problem with jobs being available. This is my opinion. And you tell me your thoughts, but hear my whole thought out first. I don't think there's a problem about jobs being available. I think there's a problem with quality jobs that are paying what you need them to pay being available. Now tell me your thoughts. I need to come up with your opinion on what I just said. I don't think there's a problem with jobs being available. I think it's the quality of jobs and what they're paying. Because many jobs that are available right now, you can't pay a mortgage with those jobs. You can't pay a mortgage and a car payment and insurance with those jobs. It's my opinion. Put it up, let's see. That's it. Absolutely. Exactly. I'm telling you, this is not an issue about jobs. When people are saying, when these politicians are making a statement, go ahead and continue to put it up so people can see. When people are making a statement, such as, we've had more jobs available, more jobs available, more jobs available, more jobs available. We got. Please understand something. Now I need y'all to hear me. Get mad at me if you want to, and God bless you. But please hear what I'm saying. You cannot pay a mortgage with a job paying $7 an hour. You cannot pay a mortgage with a job paying $8 and $9 an hour. You can't pay a mortgage with a $10, $11 an hour job. You can't pay a mortgage. And if you are paying a mortgage with a $7, $8, $9, $10 an hour job, I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't like your house. Put it up. If you're mad, say you're mad. If you don't like it, say you don't like it. I don't mind. I'll put it up here because everybody got an opinion. It's the quality of jobs. Because let me tell you what is discouraging. What is discouraging? I agree. Quality of jobs is not the quantity of jobs, not the issue. When you have a country that still has a minimum wage of $7.25 an hour, that is a problem. It is a problem. It is a problem. It is a problem. And we need to be pressing it not just on these presidents, we need to be pressing on these senators and these governors and these congressmen about lifting keep people stagnated. I'm telling you. Jobs want to pay you $20 an hour for a master's degree. I'm telling you, right now, this is a problem. And see, what happens is that you cannot pay. Watch this. You cannot pay $7, $8, $9, $10 an hour, but expect $25, $30, and $40 an hour work, quality of work. And let me tell you what is majorly discouraging. What is majorly discouraging is when you have worked all week and at the end of the week, you look at your check and your check does not handle everything that you got in front of you. And I'm not talking about you splurging and doing things like that. I'm talking about food, shelter, clothing, transportation. Food, shelter, clothing, transportation. Those four things. Then go and tell me that you're mad. I don't care. Gerard Haley said, right, when you get laid off, you have to start low no matter how much experience you have. It is the truth. It's like now $20 is the equivalent to $10 in this economy. Now we're having a serious conversation. Now we're having a serious conversation. Now we're having a serious conversation. Put this, what Joyce Lewis said. I want to put that up there. It's a problem when houses costing $700,000 and up in some areas like DC. That is the truth. Right now, a 250, what is this? The rent, put that up there. And rent in North Carolina is $1,350 for a 1-bedroom, 1 bath. That is the truth. Yep. Yeah. People are like, I need an office. Sometimes your office is going to be the bathroom. That's sad. And wonder why people wanting to live in storage. Really? Really? No, this is concerning, guys. It's very concerning. And people not getting paid the way they should, and the economy. And I'm not saying that, and for entrepreneurs, please understand, entrepreneurs, I do understand the fact that you don't have the money to be able to give. I do understand that. But it's still, and hear what I'm saying, this is for the entrepreneurs that are creating jobs as well, because we love you all. But here's the situation. The entrepreneurs need to be saying that things need to be lifted so they can make more money, so they can pay better money. And please understand, anybody that got a job, you need to thank God for the job that you have, because you could not have a job at all. But sometimes when you're paying your bills, you feel like you still don't have a job at all. And one thing I love about God, and that is that God always makes a way for his believers. Sometimes we may not like the way that he made or the way that he made it, but right now he makes a way. And this is the conversation that should have been had on that stage tonight. Where do we go from here? I think that right now what needs to happen is that this voice and this kind of conversation needs to be heard. This is a conversation needs to be heard. I think that there could have been better done out of both men tonight. And I think that they have a right to redeem themselves, fix it. And I don't know who's writing these questions, but you need to write some better questions and force people to answer. Now, I told you, I don't need to be a commentator, because if I am, I'm going to tell you, I need you to shut up and answer the question directly what I said and don't be deflecting. Now, they'll tell me I'm disrespectful as a commentator, but I'm telling you right now, I don't like the fact that when I ask you a question, you answer something else. That tells me that you got the spirit of something in you called lie, or that you don't have an answer. If you don't have an answer, just say you don't have an answer. If you don't have that vision, if you have not addressed that, then I say that you have not addressed it, or you don't understand it, or you don't know what to do, and you need to bring somebody else there. Do that, but don't deflect. If I ask you about childcare and I ask you about the opioid crisis, don't start telling me about something else, about they lied on me about such. Listen, I don't care who you slept with. Can you run the country? Can you run the country? Can you run the country? I don't care about your kids being bad with Joe's son and all that. I don't care about all that. Can you run the country? Run the country. Your private life is your private life. Handle that. But when it comes to the country, run the country. Run the country. That's what you need to do. Run the country. Stop being a picklehead. Run the country. What did Alexis say? Bishop, I'm nominating you for the next debate commentator. I need to be. I'm telling you right now, because I would give both of them the business. Trump would be mad and Biden would be stuttering, because I would give them the business. Answer the question. Stop lying and talk clear. Now, that is my whole attitude. Now, I'm going to come off here in just a second. So here's a question. Questions coming on here on Instagram. Give me a second, y'all. This is kind of truly difficult struggle for Gen Z. It is set up for years to come. So what happens if they convince Biden to move aside? Does Kamala Harris become the Democratic nominee by default? No, not at all. Not at all. They'll have to convince somebody to go in, because please understand, Kamala Harris is not strong enough to win. She's not strong enough to win. I think there will be another black president one day. That will be on God's side and not bow down to the devil and the plans of the enemy. Let's some of these that are what are y'all laughing at me? President Biden did seem tired and sounded hoarse, like he'd been singing or preaching all week because he needed a cough drop. Can I ask what you think about our lieutenant governor, Bishop? I'll be quite honest with you. I don't have a thought because I don't think about him. That's the truth. I don't even think about him. I don't think that you got to be doing something for me to think about you, and they're not. I need my brain cells to do things like breathe. Then think about people that are not doing anything and don't have the greatest of value. On Tuesday, can we please talk about this fireball? Um, this is, uh, send something to megabossanews777 at gmail.com and tell me what you all want to discuss and talk about on Tuesday. And I will try to put them all in. Um, all bark and no bite. Yep. Yep. I think that right now it is very important. And honestly, I think we need some stronger and better and more qualified and learned um, political leaders. Um, did Trump say anything about who his VP will be? No, he hasn't addressed it at all. But I will say this, that somehow or another, he keeps bringing up Tim Scott in his conversation. He even brought him up tonight. And he didn't bring up nobody else's name, but he brought up Tim Scott's name. And he brought up his name in a positive light and gave him credit for coming to him about the opportunity zones. Yep. I'm trying to go back and forth to Instagram. Um, let me see. This is, yeah. Yep. So listen, guys. What did Paris say? Let me see. Who do we need to vote for, Bishop? I wish I could say. I wish I could say. I think that you need to vote your conviction. And I think that what every American needs to do is find the 5 things that they have a strong conviction about. And whatever those 5 things are, they'll look at both candidates and see what their true view is about those convictions. And then after that, vote your conviction. Vote your conviction. What is it? What did Miriam say? Would it be fair to vote for neither? Yeah, that would be fair because you can still, quite honestly, vote for an independent like Kennedy, like Cornel West um, Cornel West is running for president. I don't think he's going to get any traction, but yeah, let's do that. Put it up. Do you think Kennedy's campaign will strengthen after Biden's performance tonight? Most definitely. I think the people that are scared of Biden, which is a lot of Democrats right now, and there are people that don't want to vote for Trump. There's a lot of them, Democrat and Republican. I think they're looking for another candidate. I've been looking for another candidate. To be quite honest with you, I think that there are a lot of people. I think there are a lot of people that. I think there are a lot of people that are qualified, but even though they're qualified, they don't have any popularity. And right now, this is a numbers and a money game. There's a numbers and a money game. It's a numbers and a money game. All right. So let me see how long I've been on here. So I think I'm getting ready to move out because this has been what is the next question? Is Kennedy a quality candidate? He is. He is. He is a quality candidate. But you got to listen to his policies. Some you will agree with, some you may not. Some you'll agree with, some you may not. Is America beginning to see the judgment of God? I think we've been seeing the judgment of God because America has, in many different facts, have turned away from God. We don't handle our elderly right. We have uncovered our children and our next generation. We're not leading. We're not a God-fearing nation. We're a nation that has abandoned principles. We have become very greedy. We are not our brother's keeper. We we betray the people that are loyal to us. We look at our quality. We don't take care of the people that teach our children. I, I, we are we're not even covering things in insurance that should be covered in order to help people, and there's certain things that should be mandated. And I'll give you a perfect example of something that happened to me recently. At a back situation, they said they thought that I had torn a ligament in my back and I couldn't move. I was having some major problems. I went there. They said that they could not do. It was like it was an MRI or something. They could not do that. They could not check to see. They had done something, some kind of CAT scan or something, but they couldn't do an MRI, at which could have told them what was going on, but they didn't do it. And they said because the insurance wasn't going to pay for it. When I sat down with another doctor, they said the insurance wants me to go through some kind of therapy, physical therapy, and something else. And then after I go through all of that and see what the result is, then they would consider to pay for the. And I'm sitting here like, but I'm in pain now. But I'm in pain now. And so I think the insurance companies need to be challenged as well, because a lot of this is foolishness. And I think many doctors right now have lost their way. We're in a lot of trouble, and we need to have some smart people up here. All right, guys. I have talked a bit tonight. I've talked quite a bit tonight. I pray that um, um, put these up so I can read them. Prediction: Biden resigns within 60 days. Kamala sworn in the next day to finish out the term. Dems nominate Newsom. Thoughts? I think if the Dems nominate Newsom, I don't think Newsom can handle Trump. I think Newsom's problem right now is his results with California. You can't do, if you look at the homelessness in California and how and the people in California are leaving California to go to other states because of how bad it's run. I don't think Newsom got a chance. I don't think Newsom got a chance, a snowball's chance on a hot day. Give me the next question. The superintendent in Oklahoma just passed a rule for schools of 5th to 12th grade to learn the Bible. Do you think all states should follow suit? I believe that they should, whether it's learn the Bible or just principles that are in the Bible. Of course, I'm a Christian, so I one thing I know, and that is the Word of God works. It works. The next question. James Tillman. Hey, man, haven't seen you in a while, and good to connect. Glad you're on here watching. Under Donald Trump, hundreds and thousands of Black Americans lost their health care. We can't go back. Joe Biden is lowering health care costs and expanding access to care for everyone. I agree with you in some instances, but I'll tell you this, that you got six in one hand, half dozen in the other. So if we talk about the good, but don't talk about the bad, and I think it's on both sides. I think that Biden is good in his areas, but I think the areas that he's weak is concerning. I think Trump is good in his areas, but I think the areas that he's weak is concerning. And to be honest, right now, I think that today did not say to the United States that we got too quality. Too quality. I remember when the office of the President of the United States was an office of respect. It's an office of honor. Now we're bickering like kids on a debate stage. Come on. Come on. Come on. And even though I agree in some areas, and James told me, I love you. I agree in some areas. But if you look at, for instance, Trump's platinum plan, take a look at it. See, there's a lot of things I think that we just, do we need another option? All right, next question. Oh, well, this is not my eternal home. I'm standing by Jesus Christ, regardless of the outcome of November. My faith is in Christ, not man. I agree. Next one. I'm so indecisive to who I should vote for. Nevertheless, I have to vote for the president who supports Israel. However, I'm not sure if either candidate really support Israel. Mm, well, I know this with Trump's son-in-law, he gonna support Israel because his son-in-law is Jewish. So that I do know. I think Biden supports Israel, but I think he supports Israel under certain pressures. Next question, last one. It's embarrassing where we are now. We look extremely weak and vulnerable to other countries. Vicky, that is the truth. We do. And right now, we need to show countries that we're not scared and blow the smithereens out of some people and let them know we're not having it. Have that Rambo mentality. All right, guys. So I would like for everybody to share on tonight. Follow. You can follow me on Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on X. And you can follow me on YouTube. All right. So Facebook, follow me at Dr. Kevin A. Williams. Instagram, Dr. Kevin A. Williams Official. X, Dr. KAW Official. And then YouTube at Kevin A. Williams 777. And also, you can email me at megabossnews777 at gmail.com. And there are different ways to give. Cash App, $ Dr. Kevin A. Williams, Zelle, Dr. Kevin A. Williams at gmail.com, paypal.me / Dr. Kevin A. Williams. And you can mail it to 1822 Short Road, Greensboro, North Carolina, zip 27406. Let me put up what Fanta said. We can't be blinded by personality and distracted from purpose. We cannot. I think that is a perfect way to end the night. I thank all of you for your time. Thank all of you for your comments. Thank all of you for your connection tonight. Make sure that you share and like. We'll do this again. Love you all. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful evening. Good night.